In life, sometimes it could just feel like when it looks like your friends, your age mates, they are moving forward in life, and it just looks as if you are just stagnant. I know that if you are in that position, it's so easy for you to start comparing yourself with other people. It's so easy for you to start competing with them. It's so easy for you to even get depressed and start feeling as if no, God is not answering your prayers, or things are not just working out for you. I remember my mentor when I was in college, and she will always talk to me and advise me that there will come a time in your life when you will look as if no, God is not answering your prayers. There will just come that time that you'll be feeling as if no, people are moving forward in life, and you are just there, especially in the place of your marriage or something. Maybe you're a single sister and you look as if no, all your friends, they're just getting married and you're just the one that is just single. And she always tell me that always remember that God's time is the best. And as of then, I didn't really understand why she was giving me all that information. But right now, I really am grateful that she would always reach out to me and talk to me about relationship, because she's actually part of the reason why I have knowledge when it comes to relationship and marriage. Because I remember times that she will even be bringing like Mount Zion movies for me to watch, and that's even how I got to know about Mount Zion movies. I really do love Mount Zion movies now. There's no movie that Mount Zion bring out that I don't watch, and it has really helped me even in my spiritual growth. I remember her telling me that she was 30 years old and she was even still a virgin, and then she didn't have anybody in her life at that moment. She was not married. Yeah, she actually had people that reached out to her to be like, God said you are my wife and everything. And then when she goes back to pray about it, she always hear no from God. She didn't feel led that that person was actually the one that God wants her to marry. So she always tell me that it's so easy for you to just settle with just anybody. She would tell me that for her, she feel like at this level that she's in, she's getting old, she's scared. What if she doesn't get to find her husband? What if everybody she's praying about, she feels like God is telling her no, no, no? And she really wanted God's perfect will for her. There are different kind of will that God can actually say, oh, this is your will, this is my will for you. They're actually the one that you say, oh God, this is the person I want to get married with. Should I go ahead and get married to this person? Bless my marriage. There are actually marriages like that. But she wanted God's perfect will for her. And every time she go and she prays about anybody that she gets to meet, she felt like God was continuously telling her no, no, no. And it was actually frustrating for her, because her friends were getting married, people were getting married, people that she's in the same level with were getting married, and she was just there, she was just single. So that's why she will always be talking to me, she will always be advising me, and I should make sure that I'm not so focused of what is happening with other people. If it comes to the fact that you want to serve God and you want to do things God's way, you have to focus on what God wants for you. So even in my life, I can actually relate, because there was even that period of time when it felt like all my friends were getting jobs, my friends were getting married, and it felt like some of my friends also, they were actually moving forward in their life, in talking about getting their masters and PhD. As of that time, I didn't have any job. Even the jobs that I was actually getting, they were not even jobs that I could be like, hey, I love this job, I want to work with this person. Things were not moving so fine for me. I remember even getting this job, and I had to resign from that job because they were trying to stop me from even going for service. I was in choir and I needed to go for rehearsals, and that job was saying, no, you can't go for rehearsals. And I'm just like, you guys, I'm just thinking, like, I know that, yes, I'm supposed to work for you people it was even from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And still, like, that was the agreement too, from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. But 6 p.m., they will not want to close. They will still want to start doing like meeting upon meeting to just keep you there. And I'll be like, I have to go, I have rehearsals. But they will say, no, no, no. And as of the time, I was just telling myself, see, if I don't resign from this job, because I feel like I didn't even like the job. Let's even talk about, I didn't like the job, and I felt the pay was nothing. I just took it because I didn't want to just be jobless. But I felt led in my heart that I didn't want to be in this place. I didn't like the job, and I had to leave. I know it was really a hard decision for me, because it's not like I was getting money from anywhere and I'm deciding to leave that job. And I remember just leaving that job with nothing. And that's really a step of faith. It's not really as if I really hate the job. I won't say I hate the job, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like this is the place that God wanted me to be in. The job was okay. In short, I was even doing well. When I came and I started working, four of us, I was the only one who brought an account. It's a bank. Yes, I was working in the bank. I brought an account that was worth millions, And even me, I didn't even know how I was able to convince that man to come and open an account with my bank. But just imagine that first week, I was already like doing well. So my manager even saw me that and she was even rooting for me, that she knows that as if I keep working here, I will do well. But I was just like, no, this is not it. I could just feel in my heart that this was not where God wanted me to be in. I could feel in my heart. And the fact that they were always having meetings upon meetings, and the reason that I was still working there, normal me, if I just feel led that, I'm not supposed to be here, I won't even talk too much. I'll just leave. But the reason why I could not leave at that time was because of my mom. She was always like encouraging me, just work. You don't know. There's no work anywhere. Just do it. And I was just like, okay, let me just do it. At a point, I just started telling my mom, I have to leave this place. When I know she was not listening to me, and for crying out loud, I'm living under her roof. I'm living under my father's roof, right? So I took it in the place of prayer and I started praying about it. All of a sudden, I don't know where this person came from. I called that person an angel. I was just giving my mom advice about girls working in the bank and everything. So she now said, okay, Choma, if you want to go, you can go. But I know it was just God that wanted me to leave. Trust me. I knew that God just wanted to answer my prayer, because I wanted to leave that place and I was praying about leaving. And when I left, I had nothing. And I would be praying. I was going for rehearsals. And it didn't feel like anything was happening for me. One thing I actually tried not to do was actually compare myself with other people, but it was so hard. It was so hard not to compare yourself. It was so hard for you not to look at other people moving forward and you are just there. It was so hard. So I just remember those times that I was almost getting like desperate. I needed something, and in that position that I was just not a good position. But the moment I shifted my focus and I was not so concerned about what this person is getting, what that person is getting, I was not trying to be in this desperate position anymore. I shifted my focus. Anything that was happening around me, I was really happy for my friends. I was happy for the people that are around me. I was not really sad for them. I was always happy for them. But like when you are around people that you see them, they are moving forward and you are just stagnant, there's no how. You feel bad somehow. There's a part of you that will feel like something is wrong. Why is it that you're just in that position that you are in? So that was just where I was. It wasn't that I wasn't happy for my friends. I was really happy for them. Why won't I be happy for them? I was happy for them. I wanted the same testimony for myself too. But I think I was carrying out that desire in the wrong way, because I was so desperate. I wasn't looking at what does God want me to do at this particular time. I was now focusing on, hey, this person is getting this, let me get this. This person is getting this, let me get this. No, that might be what God wanted them to have. But that was not what God wanted me to have. But the moment I shifted my focus and I was more concerned about the particular period what I feel like God wanted me to do at that particular time, at that particular period, what I felt God wanted me to do, I now had, somehow it helps me even in my prayers. The kind of prayers I was praying was different. I wasn't praying prayers of, hey, give me this or give me that. Even if, yes, there are some testimonies that you hear from other people that you want for yourself, I was now focused more on the things that God wanted me to do, And even when I felt like I wanted a testimony from someone else, I wasn't hating on that person. I was even celebrating them and also believing God for my own testimony, You need to just get to that position where you are not jealous about the things that are happening for other people. And you are now focusing on yourself at that particular time. what you want God to do for you at that particular time. The way we think, like we're expecting that, oh, okay, I'm going to take this step, I'm going to take this step 1, step 2, step 3. But the way God thinks, like this, he just takes you to step 10 and you're just wondering, God, what did I do that you brought me to this level? That's actually what God did for me. Then even people will be like, how did you do it? How did you get this? How did you get that? Even me, I can't explain it. And that is what grace is. Grace is unmerited favor. Even people will know that you don't even deserve that thing. Like, trust me, you self, you know that you don't deserve it. And even people can be like, but this person, how did this person get this thing? That is what grace does for you, and that is what God can actually do for you. Maybe you are single and you're actually believing God to bless you with your marital partner. You know, your friends, they're getting married, people around you, it looks as if, you know, they're stepping up, they're moving forward in life, and you're just stagnant. I want to encourage you, keep believing God. Keep believing God. I want to encourage you to keep believing God, but do not forget the place of prayer and fasting, because I am aware of the fact that they are spiritual forces. There are spiritual forces that might want to stop you from stepping forward in life. So even if you're waiting on God and you're believing God that, oh, God's time is the best, make sure that you're also praying. This life that we're living is war. So you have to be able to war in the place of prayer, in the place of praise, in the place of fasting. I remember this story that my pastor gave about this woman, you know, after she even got married. And one time my mother-in-law came to her and said, take this and go and use it to block your womb. Like, jokingly, she bought her something to eat and she's like, take this and go and block your womb. And again, in her mind, she'll be like, she just laughed about it. What do you mean block my womb? You know, that kind of thing. And honestly speaking, what that woman said came to pass. She could not have her own child. She was barren. Like, she stopped menstruating and that was it. She could not have her own child. And she started praying about it. She started praying. Other people are getting their own children. Other people are giving birth to their own children. But she didn't have her own child. Until one time she was just passing, you know, my church. And then she saw that they were having this program. And then she decided to go for the program. And God mentioned her case through the pastor. And that was it. That was how that thing ceased. God told her what to do this, pray this, fast this, and she did all those things, and that was it. That was the end of her own bad situation. So I'm not going to tell you that, okay, just stay and keep waiting on God, keep believing God, and you're not doing your own part when it comes to praying and fasting, because there are really people around you that don't want to see your progress. And I'm aware of the fact that there are people that you don't even know them, whether you know them, you don't know them, it doesn't matter, but you have to make sure that you are not playing with your spiritual life. It's so important for you to always pray and fast, but do not compete with other people and do not compare yourself with other people. Make sure you celebrate with your friends, celebrate with the people that you see that they are moving forward in life, that you can see that God is really helping them, you know, to achieve things in their life. Celebrate with them. But do not compare yourself with them. You don't know how God is going to answer your prayers. So no matter how you may feel like you are stagnant in life, do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. And do not feel like God has left you. God has not left you. You might be thinking that God is not working in your life right now. And people might be thinking that nothing is happening in your life. But God might actually be working behind the scene. And only God knows what He wants for your life. Any man can come and say whatever they want to say about you. But God knows. God has a plan for your life. You have to trust Him and you have to believe that God, who has made you the way you are, is going to take you to that place of greatness. And never limit God. Whatever you want in this life, you can actually get. With God, you can actually get it. Never tell yourself that, oh, this thing is too big for me to achieve, or this thing, maybe this thing, I'm dreaming too big. Hey, can I get to this level? Whatever you want to achieve in this life, believe God and you see God at work in your life. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.